Alright, welcome guys. Looks like they released a balance update, so we're gonna check this out. It says Happy Monday champions to the community hunt. The community hunt may be over, but patch V.0.5 continues with our upcoming balance update. Balance patch 0.5 brings with it the usual smattering of balance changes, as well as a couple snazzy new skins for you to find in the shop. We initially hoped to sneak a few bonus features in this patch, but decided instead to hold off until V0.6, which is shaping up to be a doozy of an update. See you then. Okay, so looks like we got one of my favorite skins from Paragon. The skin was awesome, as well as the Autumn Fire Sparrow skin, which was pretty good as well. I owned both of these skins in the past, and I'm glad they did introduce them. And I'm hoping to see more original skins from them, because the original skins that they did create in the store so far are pretty nice. Excuse me. Let's see what else they got. So for the event that they had going on, it seems that Kira won the event, and they'll be adding a profile icon for her in the future. So that's really cool to look forward to. And I'm hoping they do more profile icons as well as emotes. Maybe that'll be like a surprise they'll give to us eventually. But getting into the nitty and gritty, the nerfs, the things that will affect the game the most, the balance changes. Drongo definitely has fallen into a better place since his previous nerf, but we feel he's still a bit too tricky for melee heroes to tackle. For that statement, I agree. There's times where you should be able to punish a carry for not being in a safe position, even though they're somewhat fed, and you can't with Drongo because he just boomerangs you, throws that fucking gas down on you, and then you're just never catching him. Like, even if you blink on him, by the time you even try to do that, he might even save the grenade once you blink on him, or he might use his ult after he exhausted other things, and now he's still far away from you. He's just so good at getting away and shutting you down and getting kills before people can reach him. So their decision to reduce the radius is something slight, but that won't drastically like reduce his performance overall. Something like to the point where they won't over nerf him. So I appreciate that. I also agree with them changing up Howitzer. I see that they reduced his scaling. The thing about this is that from what games I've played recently, I've had a lot of Howitzers play almost like it seems like a support role. It's like you don't often see characters that can dish out a lot of damage and do somewhat good AoE damage, be able to also like do displacements and be like a guardian basically kind of thing. So like you'll have a situation where you're chasing a jungler that was trying to invade you, but you caught them invading. You almost got him dead, but he of course uses his blink. He might have a mobility skill, and then you get him almost dead. You're chasing him down, and Howitzer comes out of mid lane, rushes into your jungle, uses a bounce bomb, bounces you away, and then throws down slow mines, and you're never catching that guy because he's already bent the corner by Fangtooth. Like, it's just, when people are able to play this dude like he's an actual support with just that one ability, it's really annoying. So I personally agree with this change. Hopefully it allows more of a situation where if somebody does put a position, he can get a save as still, but he can't continuously do it back to back. Like, he can't, 5 seconds, I got my thing, you know? So seeing that, as well as the slow nerf to the grenades, it removes his ability to be played like he's a support somewhat. It reduces the effectiveness, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that. I feel bad for the Howitzer players. I feel like they still can be effective and useful in team comps. I don't by any means see this as like, oh, he's garbage now, you know? Like, he's still a good character. He brings stuff to the table that others can't. On to Kira. she seemed very strong. Like, she seemed very, very strong. If you got up ahead and stuff, like, the life steal, like, I didn't necessarily get the situations where you would all with a minion wave by you and then get super, super life steal. I'm sure it happened one or twice, and I was surprised that I survived encounter, but that definitely I can understand that being annoying. Because one of the things back from when Yin was in original Paragon, she had this thing where she could like hit through multiple minions, and lifesteal on her was broken. Like, you line up the minion wave and you're fighting like 3 people, you can kill those people because you're hitting all 3 players getting lifesteal from each one, and you're hitting the minions getting lifesteal. So a situation where you're using her all next to a minion wave and you're fighting people, I can see that needing to be nerfed. Her scaling is nerfed down from 30 to 20, so that's gonna really reduce her ability to hit you so hard with those stacks if she combines them. I feel like the stack should be a good way to confirm a kill or add some extra layer to your poke, but I definitely don't think it should be as strong as it was before, because I've had incidences where I've gotten hit below like 25% health, and because she had Vanquisher, I died. Like, it's kind of frustrating. Now deals 30% damage to minions. I don't really know why they would mess with the ultimate too much. I get, like I said before, the lifesteal and stuff, but like I feel like this character is so heavily affected with how they can nerf items. So like, if an item gets nerfed that she uses a lot, it severely affects her. So I understand them reducing the damage, but at the same time, I hope they release more effective lifesteal options for hunters. Maybe like Mutilator or something else like that might be effective. I gotta do some testing with this, but I don't see it as too bad. She's very strong. Like, I don't see her getting any worse. Like, this is kind of just like leveling the playing field in a way. So Muriel, it says Muriel continues to be a safe pick who continues to scale well. We'd like to help her in her general laning strength, safe to do her lack of hard CC. So instead of opting to decrease her mid to late game shielding potential with a small bump down on alacrity bills. So I don't usually play any support, so I can't really have much say on this at all, because I don't remember using alacrity. I don't even know what that is, but I have noticed games where a Muriel gets like a good amount of gold, or she's just really sticking to the right fights, and it can be frustrating, like when you have a good Muriel that knows what they're doing. But I kind of want to contribute that to their skill and not the character being broken. Like, I don't really see what this nerf is doing, but it might potentially bring out different builds on other characters that make people want to play certain characters as support. I've seen games lately where people play Rampage support, or people play Howitzer support and stuff, so this might make open up new avenues. Rampage, oh my gosh. This one is crazy to me because I've been playing a lot of Grux jungle and I've been doing very well in it. And I even played a couple matches Grux offlane. Grux seems so fucking strong. Like, if you get the right build on him, right? You play the right way and you wait. You know when you're strong, right? And then you start doing stuff. So Rampage in the jungle, I can feel his ability to snowball, yes. But at the same time, a Chimera with anti-heal or a Grux with anti-heal shits on Rampage. 100% shits on Rampage. And a carry that isn't even building penetration kills him. Like, you just build anti-heal and he's like a wet noodle. Like, the only thing I could say for Rampage is that if you're someone that's not very skilled and you play him, you have more of an advantage because he has so many things going for him that make him a good pick compared to people that have to work a little bit harder for it. Like, I feel like Chimera has to have the proper build. He has to have the kills early game, and he has to have the opening of the map to be able to go running around freely and stuff. Like Grux has to have the same situation. He has to have the positioning of the enemy team in his favor because it's hard to catch people. He has to have the repetitiveness at times. You gotta get in there, maybe make them burn their blink once, de-ward, go do something else real quick. Don't finish what you're doing all the way, come back and get that gank because they pushed up again. But with Rampage, you can set outside the walls, you could throw the boulder, you can jump in on them, get back into the jungle, be healing up, go and invade, all types of stuff. Like, there's so many scenarios where Rampage can just snowball. So them nerfing him wasn't unexpected, but it isn't as bad as a nerf you'd expect. They're not like taking away some of his healing or anything. They're just reducing his physical power a bit and his cooldown for his jump. Excuse me. I cannot be mad at these changes. I feel like he was too easy of a pick to just be like, okay, if I play this, we got a tank in the jungle. Let's go. So, I understand. Now, the item nerfs. This gauntlet, oh my gosh. I've seen people picking up this item, and it makes them feel like they're like impossible to kill sometimes. Them nerfing it is understandable in my eyes. I definitely could see this leading to more of a balance. Lightning Hawk, it's been a staple for almost all of my carry builds, at least first or second item, especially for Murdoch first item, not necessarily for Kira because she needs that lifesteal, but I can see them giving it a nerf. They're trying to open up more options, but I feel like there's not many good options. Like, this is a good item because of what it allows you to do. Tainted Rounds, the only reason why I personally think it's been being built so much is because the amount of character healing that there is in this game. It's kind of like, I don't care how much they nerf the critical chance or the physical power in this item. I'm going to buy it because it gives you attack speed and crit and power and an anti-heal. Like, for someone that needs attack speed, that's the item I'm going to go for. There's no way I'm going for like Tainted Blade or something. Like, it's just not worth it. Terminus, I definitely could see that need to nerf because, oh my god, it's like you gotta build it at this point because you get so many ganks on carry lane sometimes. It's just like you need the sustain. So the nerf is needed. It's definitely going to hit Kira very hard. It's going to hit Drongo hard as well. And is going to hit Revenant hard. Almost all the ADCs are going to take a little bit of an L for this one. Vanquisher for sure. That's been very annoying combined with like Kira because you hit that stack, they're almost dead. Boom, they're gone. They die almost in your ult. Boom, they're gone. Like, I really don't see the 1% change doing much at all. Like, it's definitely going to be crazy to see how these are affected. And Viper, I do agree with them saying it's a great all-rounder. Usually my build when I played like Kira was Terminus, Vanquisher, Lightning Hawk, Viper, and then like Imperator and something else. Like, it's somewhat around, those are the kind of items I'd rotate through depending on if I'm counter building or not. So it's definitely crazy to see that this didn't get a nerf. Because, oh my gosh, putting Galaxy Greaves on Decker, dude, and then Decker already has like a crazy build is absolutely insane. But then again, because I've had having matches where there's Deckers that are so hard to kill because you can't catch them, that they like just stall lanes out completely. Like, or like they just like become this distraction that lets the enemy team get split pushes off and stuff. But what I will say, kudos to them not nerfing Galaxy Greaves, because I feel like a Galaxy Greaves only feels super annoying when you're going against like steals and with Deckers that have it. But the thing that they like to pair with it is the item below it is Raiment Renewal. They'll build that first item, they'll go into Galaxy Greaves, they'll go into some other stuff, and they're just like, you might as well just ignore that person, you know? You might as well just kill the rest of their team. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to go into the bug fixes because that's not really what's important. Like, I'm sure there could be one that's like game breaking or anything, but I definitely feel like this is a balance patch where they didn't overdo it. I feel like this is simple. This is adding some quality of life to the game, and I feel like players will enjoy it. Like, nobody got hit too hard. Nobody got hung up to never be seen again or anything. It's just a simple, let's try to change the gameplay experience. So, other than that, as always, we're going to try to make this not take too long. 15 minutes is more than enough time for this. I apologize for the yawns and stuff. Been a very active day. I've been trying to get some stuff done. A little bit tired. Definitely need to get me something to eat. But as always, you guys have a great rest of your day.